there's nothing like cracking that cellophane and pulling that record out. It just smells great.
Welcome to BODS Mayhem Hour.
Non-stop hardcore energy.
I love the show, guys. You're awesome.
Unlike any other.
With your host, John the Bod, a.k.a. the Bod Father.
Man, this stuff rocks.
Hey guys, this is Dara Hart Riley at Acoustic Rainbow Studio Music, and you're listening to BODS Mayhem Hour.
The views and opinions of the guest do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of BODS Mayhem Radio Network, its staff, affiliates, or sponsors. Parental discretion is advised. Welcome to BODS Mayhem Radio Network.
Hey everybody, welcome to BODS Mayhem Hour. I'm your host, John the Bod, a.k.a. the Bod Father. And as always, I'm bringing you guys and gals awesome interviews. Today, it's a huge honor and privilege to have Dara Hart Riley. She's the owner and director at Acoustic Rainbow Studio of Music in good hollers and hills of eastern Kentucky. So we're going to be talking to her about her business and COVID and how it affected her and all that good stuff. So Dara, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing great. Glad to have you on the show and talk to you about your business, Acoustic Rainbow Studio of Music. Let's talk about that just a little bit. What exactly is the Acoustic Rainbow Studio of Music?
Acoustic Rainbow Studio of Music is a studio that I created in 2018. And basically, it's family classes. And it's what's called music, movement, and mindfulness. So with music, movement, and mindfulness, you get a little bit of movement, you get a whole lot of music, and we do some yoga poses and some breathing exercises too. So,
do you think that this allows people to just escape for a while, or just to relax and have, something to do with a lot of stress in their lives?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, actually. So when I first started, I'd been a stay-at-home mom for a while. And it was really hard to find people to relate to, both musically and as a mom. And so this was really a way for moms to be able to connect in a group and have their kids with them too. And it's just a whole lot of fun.
I know COVID hit everyone hard, and especially in our area. How hard did the effects of COVID hit you as far as your business? If you don't mind to talk about that a little bit.
It shut me down completely.
Wow.
It was, we were shut down completely. And with the kind of work that I do, it was really difficult to do online classes with the age group that I had. And so, we were totally shut down. And so I realized that all of the things that worked pre-COVID aren't really going to work post-COVID. So a lot of things in my business changed. My location changed. The way that I do classes changed. I added yoga and mindfulness, a little bit more of an emphasis on that too. So, yeah.
With the effects of COVID, has that, I know you mentioned you added some more stuff, but has that opened your eyes to be like, hey, I need to add more stuff to this, broaden the horizons for people with this?
Absolutely, yeah. I've been talking to a lot of people lately, and now that we're kind of coming out of all this, I think that we all kind of feel like there were some blessings in disguise with COVID, because we realized things that we wouldn't have otherwise, So the yoga thing, adding that into my music classes, I don't know that I would have been able to study it as deeply as I have since we were totally on lockdown,
So now you're doing yoga.
Yep, I've added some yoga into the class. The connection between yoga and music, with that, as a performer, I know that yoga really helps me before I get on stage, because I have horrible social anxiety. And if we talked about that a minute ago, people are like, you don't have social anxiety, you run classes. And I'm like, no, I have really bad social anxiety. I just really like music. So what yoga helps you to do as a performer is to get in your zone before you perform, and I want to be able to give that to kids so they can connect those two things, because it can make you more comfortable on stage,
Mm-hmm. You'll never see me doing yoga. I won't get back up.
You would be surprised. A lot of people are like, my body doesn't bend that way. It's your body doesn't have to do anything crazy, you know, like you can do some simple stretches and like find your center and calm yourself. It's true.
Chili cheese dog.
I'm telling
Centering
you.
myself.
I'm telling you.
Pizza. So how excited are you to get back to all this now, since we're coming out of this a little slowly, but I just hope everybody don't like throw in the masks and be like, oh, yeah, we're going to burn them, blah, blah, blah. It ain't over, folks.
No, it's not over. That's another reason why I added some yoga, is because we play a whole lot of instruments. Like we do a whole lot of that. So there's a lot of like hands-on stuff. People are kind of close together in the class. The class is a lot about socialization too. So yoga helps us to kind of not have to use so many props, you know, and kind of keep us a little bit separate. But I am so excited to get back. Like, I feel like a part of me has just been missing since not having my classes, you know, like I'm so excited. I can't wait to get back to my kids.
Yeah, I can imagine. And you can't play duck, duck, goose with the adults.
Well, you can, but it's not as much fun.
You shoot down all my ideals. You're like, no, that ain't gonna know. Swear. Anyway, so what excites you the most about working with kids, especially in music? What impresses you with that?
What I love the most is watching them light up. Like, you can bring a kid into a class who's unsure of the classroom and unsure of the crowd, and like there's a whole lot going on in the classroom, and then they find a song that they really like or that like just resonates with them, and it changes everything about their attitude. You know what I mean? Like you can just watch it come over them. And I think that's really my favorite thing. And watching everybody play together, like the flow of the class, once you get into that flow, there's really nothing better than that. So
what's the weirdest song that a kid has requested? Like maybe some like Judas Priest or Ozzy or like some, you know, Morbid Angel.
Like, you know, like I'm extremely open to like showing kids all different genres of music. That's another big part of it. Like a lot of kids won't have the opportunity to be exposed to certain kinds of music.
Yeah.
And, you know, that can be kind of an issue in like a rural area. So I want to be able to like open up different genres for people that they normally wouldn't hear.
Oh yeah, especially around here. You know this just as well as I do. It's going to be Christian and Southern rock, which, hey, whatever floats your boat. That's
all of that's great. It all fits in. But the thing is that it's like, you know, we can also broaden our horizons a little bit too.
Mm-hmm. With Metallica and AC/DC.
Exactly.
You know, Zakk Wylde, Black Sabbath. No Winger though.
No Winger. No, we don't. We will. I promise to not do Winger in my classes.
And Poison. They got to do nothing but a good time. Yeah, give me my juicy box, mama.
We might try that actually.
That's a good song. So what made you want to become a musician? For you, what was that spark possibly, other than hanging out with the coolest guy in high school like me, who did all kinds of music, of course?
It's just always been a part of my life. My parents were always really into music. Like, one of my favorite things to do as a kid was sit down with their albums, and like they would always have me DJ, you know. So it's just always been a part of me. Like, I can't remember a time in my life when music wasn't the biggest thing, you know.
But was there any albums though that your parents had that caught your eye? Like, what's this album? Just because of the art design of it.
Art rock is incredible.
Yeah, it is.
Golly, like the things that I remember most are like Aerosmith, and then of course like Janis and Joni Mitchell, like Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. Obviously Zeppelin, Goose Creek Symphony, you gotta throw that in there. You know,
it's like saying Leonard Skinner, man.
Exactly.
Which I do like Leonard Skinner. I'm just,
Skinner.
You know.
We had Skinner albums too. We had it all.
But God, like high school ruined me on Leonard Skinner.
Oh, I know.
But now I'm cool with it, you know.
I think it ruined everybody on Skinner.
And especially Pink Floyd. Oh my God.
Oh Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh.
It's like, okay, folks, I know Pink Floyd's cool, but there's other stuff out there.
Yeah, we all became obsessed with that. Like, I can remember being in high school, and I had those great, big, huge box speakers, that I had taken from my parents' living room and put them above my head in my bed. Like, I don't know how they didn't follow me and crush me. But anyway, like, I can remember laying in bed through, like, all 4 years of high school with Pink Floyd, like, cranked to the max to go to bed with,
Jeez.
Yeah.
I remember listening to Danzig's Black Aria, that instrumental orchestra stuff, and I was like, turn it off.
I like the instrumental stuff.
Now, this was, like, really dark. You need to listen to it. It's called Black
Dark is
Aria.
good, too.
This made me want to hold my pillows. Put the cover over my head. That was pretty... That's pretty good, actually. Still, when I look back on it, it's pretty damn good. What are some of the kids' favorite songs? I know they got to have some.
They do.
Not like Barney crap or anything like that.
No, we don't do like Barney stuff.
Ain't what
I
one
write a
told me.
lot of the songs that we use in class. But one of their favorite things is the hello song. Like, we open up every class with a little hello song, and it kind of like brings everybody in the class and gets everybody ready. And they really love that one the most.
Are you shocked sometimes about how quickly some kids grasp onto this and can actually play a little bit on an instrument?
Yes. Like, they say that some people are born with it.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
I
That
believe
is so
that.
true. And when you see, like, I had a babies class for a long time, and there are, like, little bitty babies who are, like, 4 to 6 months who are just killing it on a drum, like, just killing it. And it's amazing. And it's so great to, like, see their eyes light up and their parents realize, wait a minute, like, I really need to, pay a little bit more attention to this. So they start bringing instruments into the home. Like, yeah.
So
it's wonderful.
they was actually keeping a beat?
Yeah.
Really? Mm-hmm. That's so shocking.
It's kind of that's another big part of my class, like, being able to keep a steady beat and having, like, a good sense of rhythm, because that's, kind of the base of it all.
Has anybody went from your class, though, to pursue stuff with music? Who's actually took off with it, actually?
All of my kids are still really little. I started in 2018.
Overachievers.
And I started in 2018, and I had a lot of my students started in the babies class. And I really love, like, seeing their parents, like, posting videos of these kids, like, they've still got it, they're still singing and playing instruments and that sort of thing. So I'm really excited to see where these kids go.
Do you remember, I don't know if you had this or not in grade school, but I remember I had a flutophone class.
A what?
Flutophone class.
Flutophone class.
Yes, that's what they called it. And I couldn't play that damn thing to save my life.
I'm going to have to Google flutophone.
Check it out on your phone right now.
Am I going to have to, like, go get
No.
one of these for class? Hold on.
Well, they wanted us to play Mary Had a Little Lamb. It was horrible. It's like,
Oh, it's kind of like a recorder. Oh, yes. Yes, those are loud.
Those are evil. That's
That's
what
the
they
kind
are.
of thing that you, like...
That will sadly, honestly, destroy your hopes of even ever becoming a top musician, because those things are lies. Lies. Look at them. It all says lies all around it.
Yeah, they look like they don't sound... I don't know, they might. Now I'm going to have to go get one.
You could probably play one. I just
I
can't
don't
do
know.
it.
Let's see.
Piece of shit.
Maybe.
I get frustrated with music because I can play a little bit, but like when I see somebody playing
Just
a song,
killing it.
yeah, I'm like, I could do that. Then I pick up my guitar and try, and like, I can't do this.
Chris is like that. My husband, Chris.
Oh.
He's one of those people that, like, we bought a piano over quarantine. And I was like, okay, yeah, we're going to mess around with this. He sits down and he just starts playing it like he's been doing it his whole life. He started with guitar and he's like a huge metalhead.
Oh my God.
But he can, like, the same thing with, like, saxophone and violin, and he just comes across all these instruments. Our house is full of instruments, and he can just, like, pick them up and play them.
Don't that
And I'm
like
how
make
do
you mad?
How do you do that?
Yeah. That frustrates me.
It works for me, you know, like I really like having that around. I wish that I could do that.
Makes me want to go like loose up all the strings, go, hey, play me a song with that guitar.
He would turn it into a drum.
It frustrates me so bad that I see these guys playing and they look like they're just not even doing anything, you know, and you try and it's like, oh my God.
Oh, it takes a lot of practice too, though.
Yeah, I ain't got time. I'm in my 40s. I'm looking at that.
We're old.
We, you know,
We're not old.
No, we're not.
We still have so much time.
I still ache when I get out of bed.
Yeah. That's only going to get worse, but we still got a lot of time.
See, career killer, music killer. What do you hope everyone takes away when they leave your class? What do you hope that they take away when they go home with it?
Like the biggest thing about music for me is that it's really something that you can carry with you in all walks of life. Like music is always there for you. And I want them to have that, you know, if that makes sense. Is that too hippy-dippy? Like
No, I mean, that totally makes sense because music is therapy. Music is a drug. I mean, it's so... Music can be your light that you never knew that you needed.
Exactly.
I mean, it could say anything that needs to be said.
Exactly. That's exactly it. I want them to have that outlet, you know, because that can, like, take you away from so many dark places in your life, you know, and these are little kids. They got a long life to go. Like, I want them to always have that to run to.
Lord, I already got them in therapy. Way to go, Dara.
Sorry.
I apologize about this interview, guys.
It's another thing is that, like, I want music to feel like home to these kids. And when they're doing this stuff with their parents, then that's like a memory that they're going to have and carry with them. So no matter what they're doing in music, even if they're just listening to music and they're really interested in it, like that's going to feel like home to them. And that to me is just really important.
Yeah, and I want to make this clear. I talked about this a little bit earlier. I don't care what genre that you like. As long as it does the job for you, if it gets you out of your anger or it speaks for you, then so be it. You know? Who gives a shit on what anybody thinks? That's what you like. I mean, there's music that I like that everybody else don't like. So
same.
It's just,
I like some weird music.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I do.
But I'm not gonna trash you for that.
I like all music. Exactly, you're totally right. Like, just a different. Everybody has a different wavelength, you know. But yeah, you're exactly right.
What type of instruments do the kids get to play in your class?
We mainly focus on percussion instruments because, like I said earlier, we really focus on steady beat and a good sense of rhythm. And so we've got like all different kinds of shakers. I don't think that I don't have a shaker out that has. I have a million shakers. Let's just say that. Like all different shapes and sizes. I have like the percussion sticks that you know, smack together, the wooden sticks. I have percussion boxes. I have all different sizes of drums that we play. We do like scarf play, and that helps with rhythmic sense as well.
What is a shaker? You're talking about like a tambourine or something other? Or?
Well, I have tambourines, but shakers like as in, like you've seen the shaker eggs.
No.
They have like a rubber coating on them, and they're shaped just like an egg, and they're just full of like little beads. So there's all different kinds of those. And I've made it my goal in life to find all of them, apparently.
You and your husband were playing music. Are you guys still playing music? What's going on with that? Or
I miss it really bad. So my husband and I, before we had kids, we played a lot, and we wrote a lot of our own stuff, and we performed pretty often. But then we had some babies, and and that kind of slows things down for a couple of years on that end. And now Chris is in grad school, so he doesn't have a whole lot of time to practice. But eventually we're going to get back on that track. You know, things will open up to where we can play again. Oh, God, I miss it so much.
So what did you guys play? Was it like folk music or was it just everything?
A little bit of everything. It's kind of a weird style because he is most definitely, without a doubt, a metal guy. And with me, I'm kind of like all genres. I like classical. I like all forms of rock. I like jazz. I like funk. I like rap. I like old school R&B, like all of it. So we kind of like just have this mesh of weirdness that we play with.
Yeah, you guys did a cover of Another Brick in the Wall too, didn't you?
Yep, we did.
That was pretty good.
Thank you.
Honestly, that was actually good. So are you guys wanting to put out an EP or an album at some point, maybe?
Yes, I would love that. Things are getting a little bit easier now with the kids. They're able to kind of like keep themselves busy. So I think that once he finishes this grad school thing, we'll be able to get into the studio. We really need some recordings, and I miss doing shows so bad.
So what about the kiddos? Are they into music or no, or just don't care?
Yeah, they're really into it. They all have a pretty... I sound like I have 20 kids. I have two. I have two girls, which they sometimes feel like 20 kids, but they're really into music. They've got their own guitars and they've got all their own instruments like drums and things like that. And they play piano every day.
Oh, God. I love the sound of acoustic guitar and piano. I don't know.
Me too.
I would love to learn how to play piano.
You should do it.
Do you still see yourself musically growing? Do you still feel like you're growing as a musician?
Yeah, absolutely. Like as far as my voice goes, I feel like especially in women, like the older that you get, the more your voice changes. Like your voice doesn't fully mature until you're about 30 years old. And so you're constantly relearning how to work your vocal cords. So if you're singing, you're growing, you know, and constantly like writing new lesson plans for the classes. I'm always finding out new things to kind of feed my brain to share with the families.
I know we got a lot of great local talent around these parts, but is there anything that you would like to see brought into Eastern Kentucky, or maybe something get formed in Eastern Kentucky that helps every musician out and they don't get looked over?
Oh man, that's a really hard question. I would love to see, honestly, what I would really like to see is more musicians kind of come out of their comfort zone. That's a big part of music and about, you know, like growing as musicians and connecting as musicians. We really just need to get out of our comfort zones and, you know, get together more no matter what genre that we're interested in. Like, we just need to come together.
So you have some upcoming events. I know when this posts, one event is already going to be done, and that's going to be the Mountain Girl Experience. Let's talk about that a little bit. What's going on with that?
I'm really, really, really excited about the Mountain Girl Experience. So there's going to be a lot of really great girl bands there, and the whole thing is to support the Perry Klein West Care Emergency Shelter and also the Appalachian Center for the Arts for their educational programming. So there's going to be tons of workshops for all ages. I'm doing 2 workshops, like live music. Like I said, there's going to be open mic for music and poetry. There's going to be art installations. So we're really just pulling together all of these incredible women in the region, all through the Appalachians. A lot of people are traveling so that they can perform.
Are you and your husband performing at this?
No, I'm going to be there as Acoustic Rainbow. So I'm going to be doing 2 workshops. I am going to be opening up the sets, I guess, with opening ceremonies using a singing bowl.
I saw that. You sent me a clip of that. That was pretty cool, actually.
Thank you.
We got family art classes with Miss Katie beginning August 13th at your studio. Let's talk about all that a little bit.
Yeah. Katie's wonderful. She used to be a teacher's assistant, and she's an incredible artist. So I've asked her to come in and bring some kind of just something a little bit more, for the studio, because I know a lot of people are interested in it. So she's going to be starting off her classes on August 13th. And those are, I believe it's at 6:30 p.m., but you can find all that stuff on Acoustic Rainbow Studio of Music on Facebook.
Man, you got all kinds of stuff coming. Plus, you got the music movement and mindfulness classes at the Acoustic Rainbow beginning August the 6th. Those classes are currently full, correct?
Yep. Yeah,
Okay.
We're full up for those, but with enough interest, happy and excited to open another class. So.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't see why not. That'd be cool. Plus, we got the Johnson County Trail Team.
So they're going to be doing a trail ride on September the 4th. I think it's sponsored by MJM Powerhouse. But it's a trail ride event. And they are actually looking into booking musicians for that. So if you are interested and you want to play, this is for like all genres.
I got people, Downtrend, Technicolor Nightmare,
I
Mirrored
would
Image.
love to have them.
Phenomenal group.
I love Technicolor Nightmare.
Great guys, too.
Yeah.
Great guys.
So I would actually, Waylon's mama is kind of she's like the trail team mama. So I'm hoping that we can drag Waylon in on that too. We're definitely looking for people.
I don't know why he wouldn't do it, because he does my artwork for my podcast, and so does Josh Crum. So there's two people right there to get on
hey
there.
guys, hey, this is like can you come and play?
I'll talk to him too.
Yes, we're gonna have to I bet his mom's like, hey, you're gonna play, so we might be able to see Waylon.
I hope so. That'll be cool, because and there's other artists around here. I mean, I even had rap artists on here, which
That's
kind of
awesome.
shocked me. I didn't know that they really existed around here.
Oh yeah,
You know?
absolutely. There's one dude, Lucky Disaster. He's out of Pike County, and he's really, really good. Like, that dude has some things to say. So if you haven't listened to him, you definitely should.
Folks, as always, get out and support the locals. Support my homie sitting by me, Dara. Support her music that she does. I've known her for years, and she bleeds music just as much as I do. And I'm really proud of her to see her have an Acoustic Rainbow Studio of Music helping people. So that's pretty damn cool. So how can folks get in touch with you if they want to set something up like this, or just have any questions for you?
So the best way to get a hold of me is just through Facebook. Just go to your search bar and type in Acoustic Rainbow Studio of Music, and I should pop up on there. I'm also on Facebook as Dara Hart Riley, so just shoot me a message.
Dara.
No, it's not Dara, it's Dara.
Dara, folks. Dara. And before I let you go, would you care to do a promo for my show? I want to see if you can do this.
Oh, no. You didn't tell me about this. There was no warning.
Don't matter. It comes out of nowhere.
Hey, guys. This is Dara Hart Riley at Acoustic Rainbow Studio of Music, and you're listening to BODS Mayhem Hour.
Everybody stick around. We got some great stuff coming up, and you only hear these interviews right here on BODS Mayhem Hour Podcast. Get out and check out our Facebook page. It has our podcast link, YouTube link, and you better subscribe to the YouTube link, because we have a lot of giveaways coming up. And some tickets to give away to Alice Cooper and Ace Frehley at the Appalachia Wireless Arena for October the 5th. That's on a Tuesday. So I'll be giving tickets away on that September the 17th live. So get out and check that out. Also, shoot Dara a message if you have any questions about, your kids wanting to start up music or do anything with music like that. Just hit her up, and you guys won't be disappointed. So, Dara, thank you for taking time out and do this interview with me.
Hey, thank you for having me.
You're listening to BODS Mayhem Hour.
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram